So you've got a smartphone, it shoots amazing 4K resolution, it's got multiple lenses, it does a great job recording video. However, the audio, well, the built-in microphones on these aren't the best. So for good sound, you got to get yourself an external microphone. And you can do that. They make various ones with a digital interface, whether it's Apple Lightning or USB-C. You can get those special connections that plug in here. However, if you're like me, you may have other microphones at your disposal that are analog. They use the 3.5 millimeter plug. That's either TRS or TRRS, and they're just not compatible with modern smartphones, but they're great microphones. I've got these wonderful shotgun microphones. I've got wireless microphones with and without lavalier mics. Even a mixer is a great audio option to have, but you just can't use them with a modern smartphone unless you have a digital adapter, and that's where this comes in. This is basically just a little wire. One end is a digital connection. The other end is an analog connection. However, these are usually limited to TRRS devices, and half of these are the older TRS input. So that's where this comes in. I found this online. It's a little tiny device. Look how small it is, and it's made by Saramonic. It's this little input device that lets you switch between TRS and TRRS devices. There's a little switch on the bottom. That means I can use all these older microphones and get good quality audio. The other cool thing about this, on the opposite end, there's a little headphone jack, so I can be listening and playing back the audio as well. This is a unique audio interface made by Saramonic. It easily attaches to your smartphone, allowing you to connect TRS or TRRS microphones on one side, and on the other side there is a headphone jack allowing you to monitor the audio being recorded. So what's the difference between the TRS and the TRRS connections? Well, the main difference is the number of contacts on the cable. The top one here is TRS. That stands for tip, ring, sleeve, and is mainly used for microphones. The bottom one is TRRS, stands for tip, ring, sleeve, and it adds an extra electrical connection, often used on headsets with built-in microphones. Hooking up this audio interface to your phone is really simple. You just plug it in. There's no drivers or app needed. Now this comes in two models. This happens to be the Apple Lightning plug for my older iPhone, but they also make this in a USB-C version. So you just plug it into your phone, and you'll notice there's an icon on the bottom for microphone, an icon on the top for headphone. So in the bottom one, you take your cable from your microphone, plug it in. Now on the side here, there's a little switch that says TRS or TRRS. Just make sure you have that selected according to what input you're plugging in. Then on the top, like I mentioned, there is a little headphone jack here. So a little 3.5 millimeter headphone jack to plug your earbuds in so you can monitor your sound as you're recording. Now, just a note on monitoring the audio. According to the Saramonic website, it is app dependent whether or not these will work. And unfortunately, I found the standard iPhone video recording app that comes with these phones will not let me monitor as I'm recording. Now I can shoot a scene, stop it and play it back, and I'll hear it through these instantly. But if you want to be able to hear the audio as you're recording it, I suggest you download this app. It's made by Blackmagic. It's called Blackmagic Camera, and it's free, which is a great thing, but it's an amazing app because you can go in and change all kinds of settings. You can change the shutter speed, you can change the ISO, the white balance, it'll display a histogram. There's a manual focus you can do. You can change the video codec. But the feature I really like, down here in the bottom, you'll see there is a VU meter. So as I talk, I can actually see the audio level, but I can also monitor it in real time. If I plug these in, as I'm recording, I'll see the level and I'll hear the audio. So I'll know, if the level is too high, too low, if I'm getting wind noise. It's just a really great way. And did I mention this is a free app made by Blackmagic? Really worth downloading because it'll take your audio and video recording to the next level. Now, if you're really serious about recording great audio using your smartphone, you might want to consider something like this. I've been able to attach this mixer, and I'm using this audio interface to connect it all. It's a 2-channel mixer, which means I can connect multiple microphones. I can have, say, a clip-on microphone plugged in. There's like 2 channels on here. I could have that on one side. And then I could, say, take a shotgun microphone, mount it on the top here, and plug that in on the other side. Lots of options. I could even, say, get a wireless microphone. So unplug this one, plug in the wireless microphone, and just so many options when you use a mixer. It just gives you much more flexibility when shooting audio on your smartphone. And if you're interested in how mixers work, this one in particular, I got a full review up here. Check out this link and see about using an audio mixer to get better sound.